how these kind of events are more important than ever, because like bringing together people, that's where the true magic happens.
Yes, so I would start right away, deep dive, and just start with your transition from
Next Kraftwerke.
Next Kraftwerke, exactly, where you stayed at 12 years and now moving to SpotMyEnergy. So from virtual power plants to now more consumer facing. Do you think that consumer facing is maybe a bigger challenge for the Energiewende, or what was your reasoning behind going to SpotMyEnergy?
Right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me here first. So it was a long journey with Next Kraftwerke. It was an amazing time we had together. My first company I built. So I still have good relationship with people from there. So friends, we made friends, and that's so cool. So but it was the right decision then also have the chance to do something new and to kind of emancipate from your own company. So
sometimes very difficult.
Yeah, it is. But in the end, it's also a chance because you are very linked to your own company. If you found a company, you kind of belong to it a bit. You are always also, you have this vesting in place. You cannot really go, so you're linked to a certain place where the company is founded, you belong to. So I was kind of stuck in Cologne. My family also wanted to move to another place due to a job from my wife. So and I said I cannot really, so because I'm linked to my company and therefore also to Cologne, which is a beautiful place, by the way, but in the end you're kind of locked in a bit. And then I had the chance for the first time to do something completely new after selling the company. And guess what? How I end up? Founding a new company in Cologne and being again founder in Cologne with SpotMyEnergy right now.
Yeah, perfect. So now let's just talk about your new company. You're doing smart metering, which is a big topic that is still not really, let's say, built out in Germany. We have Spain, we have the Nordics, where this is way more prevalent. If you were a regulator, what would you do to maybe push this further, even faster?
Yeah, right. You're well informed. So Germany is a bit lacking behind. But it's not only, so just maybe one word to SpotMyEnergy. It's not only being a smart meter operator. So this is for us the step into German households in order to get the data, in order to have also the chance with the smart meter link that also with the steering assets, an edge device which controls also assets. It's not only reading but also writing some bidirectional information which we are linked to the household. So the idea is more than being a metering point operator. It's the idea is really to control and optimize the power flows around the house, around a single family house. So knowing when people want to drive their car because of behavior, we know every morning he's driving his car at 6 o'clock in the morning because of the ride to the job. And so we charge the car until 6 o'clock in the morning with using the flexibility. So we do not charge the car when it's plugged in immediately, but we charge the car in the time, in these 12 hours when it's plugged in, and using the best moment in time when power prices are low, or in other words, when we have a lot of renewable energy penetration. And maybe then there's even the chance to have bidirectional charging, so we can charge back from the battery of the car back in the house and back in the car again. So really use the flexibility of the assets, which is not only the car, by the way, but also the heat pump and residential batteries, PV plants, and also the, let's say, bigger assets like washing machine one day. And this is really the idea, to build a relationship to the end customer in order to optimize and reduce power bills for him. And coming back to your initial point, yes, metering point operation is key and one part of the link or of the key to unlock the flexibility in the houses in Germany, because there's we just have 2% of smart meters in the German market.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking a lot about that. So companies or startups like Tibber started earlier to just provide power supply contracts in the Nordics, where we have already these smart meters in place. But in Germany, it's not enough. So to complete our product offering to the end customer, we need to bring a smart meter alongside the power supply contract and the steering. And this is why we are also metering point operator. But the vision is a lot bigger than this, right?
So it's just the entry point, the smart meter, and you want to, let's say, connect the whole home system and optimize every, let's say, electrical appliance that can be optimized to make everything more efficient.
Totally right. So, of course, we are not aiming for that anybody needs to change his habits, his behavior. So if you want to cook in the evening, you can, of course, do that. So we still want to have the opportunity to live our life as usually. But there are these new consumers, these new assets, like what already mentioned, in this all-electric society. There's no more no more diesel or gasoline needed for mobility, and no gas for heating the house. It's all electric. And these new assets bring just new opportunities. And also, without changing any behavior, you plug in the car in the evening, and we make sure that it's fully charged when you need the car again. And there's with full convenience, without any loss of convenience in your normal life. You just cook in the evening as usual, but charging the car, this is the big bulk of electricity consumption. And this is what we can use to bring flexibility to the market, to optimize your power flows and reduce the power bills of end customers. And we're talking about 600 euros per household per year.
Quite significant.
Which this just makes sense.
Yes, so really inspiring. I think that a lot of young folks like our age are really interested in battling climate change, and I think the energy transition is a big part of it. And now, because we have a young audience, just maybe some advice you would give to students that want to go into the, let's say, want to help to make the energy transition faster. What advice would you give them?
Yeah. So first of all, I think the energy transition is a huge chance for everybody right now.
Yes,
also,
absolutely
going into a professional life, because it's so amazing, so exciting, that with every market which is disrupted right now, and we're in this phase. Of course, there are a lot of opportunities coming up, and at the same time, you're working on something for good. So it's a future, right? And this is cool. My advice, of course, for young people is what young people are often doing right now, a lot more than in my generation. So looking into it with internships, get to know people, going to these wonderful conferences as IdeaLab, to get in touch with entrepreneurs, to see what is their story, and to get inspired by this. So we, of course, also welcome a lot young students. We also had some already some from the AU within us, and amazing people, very inspiring. So I would love to give more people the chance to look into it and have the chance to work together with them from our side.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, really, really great to hear. And now, maybe to wrap it up, we would move to the quick three. Just maybe on a more funnier note, this will be just 3 short questions. You can answer in 1 sentence or 1 word, and I would just start straight away with the question: if you could have one superpower for one day, what would you choose?
What comes to my mind is knowing what people think, but if I really want to know that always,
I don't know.
So be the strongest whatsoever. I would say I would like to fly.
Yeah.
Fly is cool.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Makes sense. Okay, now another question. What's your go-to karaoke song?
A college song. So as I'm living in Cologne right now, so I did karaoke by the way. So it's not so long ago, and I made this song from, what's that? What was that again? It was a carnival song. I didn't remember. It was late.
I can
So
imagine.
a carnival song.
So now wrapping up the our conversation, with my last question, what was the impression that you get until now about IdeaLab this year?
So it's my first time being at IdeaLab in general, and it's so amazing to see so much young, inspiring people here at IdeaLab. So being on stage, you really feel the power in the room, and that's so cool. So congratulations for
Thank you.
IdeaLab 24.
All right, that was it. Thank you for your time, Jochen.
Thank you very much.